On my 50th birthday, my wife placed a plastic crown on my head that read, King of Letdowns and Disappointments. Everyone laughed, friends, family, even the kids I'd built my life around. I stood by the grill, flipping burgers like a jester at his own funeral. The crown dug into my scalp, the letters glittering like insults. My brother raised a beer, still better than Dad, huh? Another round of laughter. I smiled. The kind of smile that tastes like pennies. I took the group photo, set the timer, jumped into the frame, still holding the spatula. Click. Immortalized. That night, when the house was quiet and the wine glasses abandoned on the patio table, I sat on the edge of the bed while Lisa snored softly. I opened my laptop, logged into my travel account, and booked a one-way ticket to anywhere with silence. No goodbye. No suitcase. Just a passport and the weight of a crown I never wanted to wear. The airport was a ghost town. I drank stale coffee at gate 14, eyes burning from no sleep, watching the cleaning crews scrub away yesterday. I didn't leave a note. What would I write? I finally realized none of this was love. Maybe that was enough. I landed in Colorado Springs, rented a car under my middle name, drove until the city disappeared behind dust and pine. I found a cabin near a lake, the kind tourists post on Instagram with hashtags like peace and healing. The first 3 days, I slept like the dead, woke only to make coffee and stare at the water. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just existed, something I hadn't done in years. By the end of the week, the silence gave way to noise. I ping. My son's meme, my face, the crown photoshopped onto a cartoon clown. The caption, Dad Rage Quit Life. The comments were worse. Lisa's Facebook post came next. If anyone sees my husband, please tell him we're sorry. It had 1,000 shares. Her profile picture was still us, our last anniversary. I was cropped slightly. I watched from a distance as the narrative shifted. First confusion, then mockery, then panic. My daughter's post, if you see my dad, please tell him I miss him. Even if he was boring. She meant well. Maybe. But boring was the crown they all agreed I wore. Lisa's calls started 2 days later. I didn't answer. The voicemails stacked like dirty dishes. First light, then pleading, then angry. Then came the one from Mike, my brother. His voice was low, uncertain. They found your journal. 6 years of entries. Not dramatic. Just facts. Quiet suffering. Lines like, paid Lisa's debt again. She bought a new purse after. Mike said, I'm not a real man if I don't help family. Asked for $5,000. Emily laughed when Lisa called me a doormat. Said she agrees. Lisa's next voicemail was different. Colder. You made us look like villains. You always exaggerate? But her voice trembled. Come home, please. We'll fix it. I didn't delete that one. I just let it rot in my inbox. Some wounds don't need stitches. They need air. The truth was, I hadn't run away. I'd finally walked toward something. Toward myself. Toward a man I hadn't met in decades. It happened in a Denny's parking lot, just outside Santa Fe. Lisa found me. I'd slipped, left my phone on for too long. She tracked it. She always did have a talent for following when it was too late. She stepped out of the car, my old Lexus. Designer coat, perfect hair, but her eyes were swollen. You really did it, she said. You just left. I nodded. Yes. You humiliated us. I sipped my coffee, the kind that burns your tongue. You crowned me. It was a joke. Her voice cracked like glass. Everyone laughed. I handed her an envelope. Divorce papers. A summary of every withdrawal, every unspoken transaction. On top, a printout, a message she'd sent her sister 2 years ago. If he dies early, the insurance triples. Don't judge me, I'm just tired. She went pale. The kind of pale that screams guilt. You knew? I looked past her, at the sunrise bleeding through clouds. I always knew. I just hoped I was wrong. It was never about the money, she whispered. No, it was about convenience. I was easy to ignore. Easier to mock. She broke then. Right there, beside the trash can. A woman undone. I didn't flinch. I'd seen her cry before. Never for me. The kids want to see you, she said between sobs. They're scared. They should be. I stood. They made their jokes. Laughed with you. Now they can sit with that silence. She reached for me. I stepped back. There are touches that feel like shackles. I'd worn enough of them. I spent the next morning watching the sun climb over Red Rock. No phones. No voices. Just light cutting through old stone. Lisa's last message came while I packed. Please, don't do this to them. You're still their father. I replied with one word eventually. Forgiveness isn't a door you walk through. It's a house you build brick by brick. Right now, I'm still gathering the pieces. Some men leave home for another woman. Some for adventure. I left because I forgot what it meant to be a man without shame. Without noise. Without that damn crown. I don't wear crowns anymore. I wear peace.